Financial disclaimer. The information provided in this stream is for educational and informational purposes only and should not be considered as professional financial or investment advice. We are not licensed financial advisors, and the content presented here is based on our personal opinions and experiences. Investing in stocks and other financial instruments involves risk, including the potential loss of capital. Any investment decisions you make are solely your own responsibility, and you should conduct your own research and consult with a qualified financial professional before making any investment choices. The content we share on this stream may not be accurate, complete, or up to date. Market conditions and financial regulations can change rapidly, and we cannot guarantee the accuracy or reliability of the information presented. We do not endorse or promote any specific stocks, companies, or investment strategies. Any actions you take based on the content of this stream are at your own risk, and we will not be held liable for any losses or damages that may occur as a result. Always remember that past performance is not indicative of future results, and no investment is guaranteed to be profitable. Make informed decisions and consider your risk tolerance before investing any funds. By accessing and using this stream, you acknowledge and agree that we are not responsible for any investment decisions you make as a result of the content presented. You are encouraged to seek advice from qualified financial professionals for personalized guidance. Please invest responsibly, and only with money you can afford to lose.
Hey man, just found the next guaranteed multi-bagger.
Hey man, you found another one? What is it this time?
Come check this out.
Hey everybody, welcome to Laughing Stock. Redneck Johnny here. We are at Thursday in a week that has been a bit up and down for me, for everyone. I think today was a bit of a red day again in the markets. I've been completely focused on swing trading this week as well, and I'm learning heaps of stuff. I'm learning heaps of stuff. There are also things that I just want to test out to see how it goes, to get the experience. And sometimes I take a little bit more risk than I should have just to check it out, you know. But this week has taught me a few tough lessons, and I've gotten some experience that has made me realize that if you're going to be a successful swing trader, you need to be and this may be a bit obvious, but it's it's one thing to say it and another thing to actually do it. But you need to be on top of things all the time. You need to have. It's a reason that KULR and all those guys are telling you that you need to go through like thousands and thousands of charts, you know, because you need to have that overview in your head to recognize patterns quickly, to connect everything. If a sector is hot, if a sector is cooling down, maybe step away a little bit and reassess the situation. And this week, the biggest lesson for me this week is that this week I haven't had time to prepare as well as I should, and that hurt me a bit when I did some of the trades that I was in, because in hindsight it's easy to say, but I shouldn't have done them probably, it comes from in that split second when things, it's not a split second, but it's like when the market opens, there's a lot of things going on, and I have not been prepared enough in those moments to act quickly and act correctly in terms of if I should buy or not, if I should wait or not, if I should sell or not. All those things has not been something that I've been fully updated on, which has hurt me a bit with the trades. It's not like I'm losing a crazy amount. I still put the stop loss at 3%, so that's still one thing I love about this. It's like I'm having start to have a lot of trades now that doesn't work out, but the downside is still pretty limited, and that's how it is. I think you need to get used to be stopped out. A lot of things, it's like the setup looks good, the volume is there, but it just doesn't work out, and I get stopped out. Some trades, it hasn't been all negative, so I've had some good lessons as well. Some trades, I've made my first profitable trade this week. It didn't go up a lot, but at least it was in the grid. And then I moved the stop loss up on two. I think it was two or three to a break-even point. And I didn't sell because I had like a quick 7-8% gain. But I didn't trim at that time because I thought it was a little bit too little. When I get a little bit of a bigger account, I think 7-8% in those situations that I experience now, maybe that taught me to, when I have a little bit of a bigger account, I can trim on those 7-8% gains because it's something. And what happened now is that I got stopped out of the full position on a break-even point, which makes me I have to pay the fees instead of making a little bit of money, you know. So that's another thing. But last week I think I had all negative trades. This week at least I have a couple of break-evens and one profitable, and then I messed up today in KULR, KULR. I started to chase it. I went in, got stopped out. I still believed it because it had good volume today. So I went in again. I got stopped out again. And then I tried a third time even. And then I even made a typo. So I bought a little bit more shares than I was supposed to do. Because like I said, I'm not prepared enough. So... And on top of that, the market has been a bit rough today. So maybe that's also a lesson, like step away then, and especially if you're not prepared enough. I thought I could just sit down at the open and look at things. And a couple of things today worked also, but I got stopped out. Just barely, and then after it went up again. So that's like a stop loss issue that I think you get the positive side and the negative side of having that 3%. You get it's tight, so you get stopped out on things that will move up crazy after, you know. But if you also see in the title of this stream, it's like the quantum names has been very up and down this week. Yesterday was a crazy day for them, and another lesson for me. Then I missed it. I missed it because it wasn't any fault or anything, but I didn't have time. I simply didn't have time to sit down, and that just shows that those days can be critical for your portfolio performance in a swing trading style. Like you need to participate. You need to be there when the train leaves, you know. So a few names went up 100% yesterday. And the day before, those were names that I followed and that I was taking notes, like buy them tomorrow. And I think I wouldn't have got the whole 100%, of course. But I think I could have gotten a big gain yesterday if I participated. But I couldn't. I didn't have the time yesterday. But it's just it's a rough lesson that you need to be present here. You need to there's no chill days, you know. Well, that's actually wrong. When the market is a bit negative, that's where you can take it a bit more easy if you want to do this style, and hopefully if you are a bit up. But yeah, so far those are my lessons for you know, for this week. I'm gonna continue. I've lost a little bit of money this week. Made a stupid mistake by chasing KULR today. But it's good. It's good. I will continue, and probably the biggest lesson today is like, look here. There's a lot of red color in the dashboard here. So maybe just step away those days, especially if you are a beginner. Like you know, Dane and I, we have been investing for a while now. And we have done a lot of fundamental works, but in terms of swing trading, at least I'm a little bit new. But it's easier to jump in when you have a little bit of a background in fundamental and deep value investing, because you understand and connect the dots a bit more. But still, heaps of things I need to learn. I wanted a couple of books for Christmas, so hopefully I can get them and read a few more books. And until then, I'm gonna continue. So yeah, that's like quick the lesson for me this week. Let's check just portfolio. SSRM has been a bit down again. Nothing big. I'm pretty up on it still, like around 60%, I think. ECDA, I'm a little bit skeptical to this. They failed to file the quarterly report, which I hate actually. So I'm a bit on the fence on ECDA if I should sell out and move on or not. So far I haven't done anything. I'm still in it. SSRM back to the 687 now. You know, we were here. Hold on, we were here 822 just a few days ago, but so it's withdrawing a bit. But still can't complain about this so far. I'm still waiting on some news there from Turkey. Mastercraft back to the 1855. This seems like nothing has happened here, but it has actually dropped quite a bit. But you saw end of yesterday, the entire market tanked a little bit, and these names got hit. They went down a lot together with a lot of things. So I think a lot of things got hit then and open up today, being a bit on the red side of things. So, well, just how it is, I think. Today, I think I'm going to focus entirely on the charts. Going to check out the fundamentals on a few tickers if necessary. But it's mostly going to be charts today, I think. Go if you haven't participated in the Discord, there's a Value posted a script that he has put on his TradingView account now that he asked me to test it out to compare some numbers and stuff, which I did. And by the way, Value, I don't know if you are here yet, but the numbers seems to check out to be the same that I have. So I think you can use that script. The Value posted an entire script. He made like a lot of things in one script because they limit you on the indicators you can use on TradingView. So he put everything in one, and I might start to use it eventually. Value. I kind of liked it. And the lines also, the SMAs and the EMAs were identical to mine. Actually, the EMAs, I think you have 9 days on yours, because one of them was a little bit off compared to mine, but I think that has to do with the days you had put in. So all in all, that script, you can perfectly use it if you wanted to be similar to the numbers I have. It was good enough. Since last time I made some changes. I'm not sure if you even can see it, but I got rid of the volume bus up here. I just didn't use it, and like I said, they limit you with the indicator, so I took it away. And then I have completely changed my system here. TradingView is sick. I like it more and more. People are sharing their lists and stuff. So if you browse around online, you can find people who shares like huge lists. So I took advantage of one of the lists I found. They had like a complete universe. The split. I had to do a lot of work even because I wanted to sort it in my way. So I had to do a lot of work. But I have a universe one in. TradingView didn't allow me to put all the tickers into one list here, which was a bit annoying, so I had to make 2 universes. So I have categorized them into sections here, which there's a lot of tickers in. And another annoying thing in TradingView, because there's still, even if it's sick, it's still a few things that annoys the crap out of me. And that's like you can't like copy a ticker here and put it in a different section in the same list. So if I add bots here, for example, bots is a bad example, but if I add sound here, for example, which is an AI thing, I can't add it in whatever on another subsection of this list. I can't add it. If I add it, I have to remove it from here and like drag it into somewhere else. I can't just copy it. So that's very annoying. I think that seems like something that trading you should fix quite easily. I saw a lot when I started to Google how to fix it. I saw a lot of other people who had experienced the same and had years ago asked them to fix it, but they haven't done it. So that's just a little bit of a negative thing with them, I think. But yeah, anyways, I have split them up here into heaps of categories, and I will keep adding tickers to them as I found them, you know. And then I also got the, you know, all the markets and sectors here. Just everything is organized. Then I have one for my portfolio. Right now I got stopped out of everything today, so I actually don't have, and I'm not including SSRM and all those names into this portfolio here in TradingView, because those are very different plays than to just watch the charts. So I'm not including them here. Then I kept my moneymaker list, but I also added some sections to that one. These are maybe missed opportunities, like Roaring Kitty used to say. I just said put it gone because I don't want so many letters here. And then I have flagged them, and they are all like the I don't know what the hell is this color in English, but light blue then. You know, those are the missed opportunities. The tier 1, like the best setups that I found in my moneymaker list, they are the blue ones. Then I have categorized them. The green ones are a little bit less. Then you have the yellow, purple, and then you have some stuff that I'm maybe it's like too early yet, so I'm just putting them on a waiting list. And those are like the pink one here. I don't remember. Then I keep adding things to my list, you know. Then I have to manually go and flag them, and I'm just like dragging them into the tier lists here. So this will change every day as I'm doing this. I'm taking tickers off and I'm adding them. So that's just how I'm going to do it. And that's what I thought I should do today, because I just paid attention to the open today, and then I stepped away a little bit after making some mistakes. So I thought I should just spend the stream today to go through a lot of the tickers and make some notes and reorganize and just clean up everything after today's performance. And maybe after then we can, screen for big volume gainers and stuff like that. I think I had to make an adjustment on one of my filters here, because it pulled in a lot of these tiny market cap ones that I'm not interested in. So I put a minimal amount of 20 million now in market cap. So it filtered out the very low ones. But yeah, let's start with the moneymaker list then. You see here, this is this looks pretty good, right? Not a good earnings though, but it has gone up there. Then you get the volume on these spikes up, and it's drying up a little bit now. I want this to move a little bit more sideways, I think. It is a medical company, and I'm starting to think like Value was in here telling that Redneck Johnny has started to trade bio finally, but I'm starting to think I should just leave them alone still, because I find them just hard. Like they can go up and down a lot in one day, even even if it looks like it goes well on one ticker, it can plummet down just a few minutes later. So I'm not sure if I'm gonna do anything with them. By the way, I'm on the daily chart now. But this setup looks a bit good though, but I wanted to pull a bit more sideways first. Like here was good, right? It pulled up, probably is that on some guidance or something then, 40% up, you know. Then it goes sideways for quite a bit, and the candles are getting tight. You see the volume drops off, and then you have a breakout from here. And it goes then up to today another 30%. So and if you zoom out, you can see, you know, it's a pretty clear line here that you can see when it broke out from there. Maybe you have to move it a little bit more up, but anyways, even if you put it up here, you know, you still if you get in here then and you hold it till today, that's 27% still in just a short amount of time. So that setup is good. I'm putting it here, is it like a missed opportunity? Maybe this has gone already, because my purpose with these are just like, these are you know, going right now, and I just want to check them, and I will downgrade them and put them into the list if I see this goes into a consolidation phase or something like that. You know, I can put it in the blue one maybe eventually. You know, these are the quantum names here. They had a great, fantastic day yesterday, and today they're giving back a lot. One of these had 100%, I think yesterday was this one, right? Yeah. This is one I started the stream out talking about. Like, these are the ones I paid attention to. But then I couldn't get in here. And you see, I had a line on here, I think, or is that the? Oh, sorry, that was the line. Yeah, and quantum names gave back a little bit. You can see the same type of pattern happened 2 days in advance. Like, went up, started even more up, gave back. Here, of course, it got crazy for a bit here. But this was definitely an interesting setup, I think. When it broke out here, I would have been ready. I know that, and I would also, because I saw what happened there before in the week, they pulled back a lot. All of the quantum names had a terrible day after a good day, and people started to say, like, is it over? Is the quantum thing over already? But it wasn't. So I think I would have trimmed heavier of that position that same day. But it's easy to say now in hindsight. But I know what I would have done there, because I had a plan, but then I just couldn't get the time to do it. QBTS, same stuff. These they have been going like crazy, right? 7th of November, this was trading at 111. Then it got up to 1050. Let's look at the 850% since 7th of November to the high of 18th of December. So this is like, if you are, then of course you're probably not going to be in it here, but you this is where you buy, right? First leg up, 140%. Look at the earnings here. Not the greatest, but it's look at the volume. It's a momentum sector. They are hot, right? A lot of names are going, and people start to put money into here, and then you see the breakout. If we even use the top here, let's use this one. So if you don't get in here, which you probably, if you look at this line, then you have some room to go on here, right? The volume is above the average, and then next day you just hold, and then maybe you put your stop loss up a bit after to get to the break even point, Just gonna remove the lines I'm drawing. And then it just touches the 10-day here, doesn't close below it, and then boom, up again, and still touches the 10-day. This is simple moving average. Let's see what happens tomorrow. Still a lot of volume. All these days had a lot of volume, and that's another lesson that I'm starting to buy. Like volume is the big volume. You need to pay attention to volume. Volume is the big thing here, and when you get in on a movie, it needs to follow up with solid volume. Those are the ones you want to be in. Some mistakes that I did today was that I had placed a buy order on a stock that had some volume, but it wasn't a lot relative to their average volume. And then my buy order went in and the stock didn't move. It had no follow through. So that's a lesson that like the volume needs to be there. That's at least what I'm moving towards. Like, if the volume is not there but the setup looks good, it doesn't matter. Needs to have that volume to push it through. Like these are the ones you want to be in. And then this one, I messed up so bad today. You see, it's up 770%, 7.70, but it started, you know, it was up 40%, and then the day before also 40. So this had and this had volume. It came in like a full days of volume in the first half an hour or something. This had the momentum, but I got stopped out. I jumped in again, got stopped out again. I jumped in, tried to put the stop loss even more loose, and then I got stopped out. So this has been a loss for me today, this name. So I'm a bit fed up with it, but you saw the breakout is here, right? And of course I'm not catching, I didn't catch this because this happened yesterday. I wasn't at the computer yesterday, so I didn't catch this at all. But then when you see the next day also jumping up 40, it went down a little bit, and I don't remember where I got in, but I thought it would have the volume to follow through here, but then my mistake was like the market was not good today. You see the other names are a little bit down. Now of course this is not the same as the other quantum names here, so this is in a different category. But still, it had like a 45% day yesterday, 45% day today. Look at the volume. Nothing like here, but still. Yeah, didn't work out, this one. ASAN is my only profitable trade so far. I really like this. I was in this here. Look at this. I really like this setup here, and then come this day and it's breaking out and it has volume. My buy order was like I was pretty happy with it around here, and I got the move up, and I kept it, and I got stopped out on this day. But I moved the stop loss up to break a little bit more, even a bit higher than break even. So it would have been, I knew was going to be a profitable trade. But then it broke out. It didn't have the proper volume to take the next leg. So that's also something. Like I really like that setup, to be honest, and it just didn't work out in the end. I got some money, but I was hoping for a little bit more when you saw this, like tighter. Maybe the consolidation phase should have been a bit longer on this one, but I had some catalyst with the earning and stuff like that too. So yeah, just didn't work out as I wanted this one, and now I'm out of it. So these are the ones that I I want to clean up this list now, but so far these are the ones that I see that I kind of like the setup. But again, look at the daily average volume. This is not good enough. I'm straight away. I'm gonna put this as orange now because the volume is too low. Roblox, I was in Roblox. I got stopped out. A little bit of a loss. That was a 3% loss. I got in here. It did break out a bit, but then it failed, you know, after. Right now I'm gonna leave it here in blue because if this has some earnings here, that was pretty alright. And if you see, maybe they are a bit, you know, the general uptrend is massive here, 100% since, what is it, since May, so less than a year. Stock price has doubled and the market cap is huge. So this can of course move further, but if you step back to the weekly, it's a bit hard, right? It's a bit hard to say in this. It needs maybe some time to move sideways a bit longer, and then let's see. I'm gonna keep it in the blue category in my tier 1. This one because of the tight candles, right, and consolidation phase, but now it's a little bit of a more of a loose candles and it's still in a downtrend, so I think I'm gonna degrade this to a green one. CRK. It's pretty cool to see like these setups, right? You see them all the time. Then here, moving sideways. And then this is a bit steep, this last one. I'm not sure if I like that. I'm not sure if I like that so much. And it has less than 5 ADR. I think I'm gonna degrade this to a green one. I'm thinking, you know, you know, my language is not the best. I'm probably using some words that are stupid. It's downgrade, right? Downgrade. I'm gonna downgrade this. Anyways. This one, tinier market cap. This was a good day for them. It's a double in a day. Look, this is what I'm talking about with the volume. I don't know what happened here. I have. We can check. Is it some news? Still using Seeking Alpha and stuff like that. These are old. All old news. So was no news then? In that case, it's a bit weird, right? Here, Brightline Interactive enters into an agreement with the US Navy for an immersive AI-driven simulator system. Didn't we see that on here? Oh yeah, yeah, I saw that. Oh, hold on. Might be confusing with something else. Thought I saw that. Six-figure dollar contract with the US Navy. So that's this then, probably. Anyways, I put this in the blue one. This maybe should be on the waiting list. But I just saw it was up a crazy amount today too, right? So it's just interesting to have it in the blue one. So I will check it more frequently. I think I will stick with it in the blue section here. This needs a little bit more time, I think. You can argue, of course. Let's go to the weekly on this one. Yeah, maybe not the biggest fan if you zoom out to the weekly here. But then again, just from here, this looks good on the way up a little bit, right? Tried to break out of this where it is right now a few times. Couldn't do it, so still needs a little bit more time in this one. And of course, if nothing happens, I might take it off the blue top tier one. FNA, this one has too low volume, but it is moving sideways for quite some time now. But I think I'm gonna get rid of it from the blue one just because of the volume. And I think I'm gonna put it in tier 3. Porch group. I like this setup. You see the setup till here. And then came this day. I got my purchase order in here. Got stopped out immediately after. But this had a good setup. This had a little bit of volume that day. It was above the average, but it wasn't enough. It didn't have the follow through, like I've spoken about a little bit now. You know, it couldn't push it up here, and after that it has broken down a little bit. So yeah, let's see where it goes from here. Now it touches the 20-day moving average, and it hasn't done that anywhere in this move. You see, it's all touching the 10-day, 10-day a little bit here. Here touches it again, and then it breaks down. So maybe this will go into a different kind of pattern now. That will break down a little bit. So I'm gonna keep it in the blue one for now, just because maybe it can turn. Right now you see here it's in the top, and once again if we go to the weekly chart, looks a bit like, you know, it has taken out these tops here. And it's still now dropped below it here. So if you can turn and continue, we are in a little bit of a new man's land here, and maybe this is the next one, which will be huge. And you see, historically, this has some catalyst with some good earnings here and some good volume. So I'm gonna keep that one in the blue one for now. Just want to erase these lines because I don't need them. MicroStrategy. I was in MicroStrategy. I got stopped out. I thought it would do better when they got included in the what is it called? Like the top 100 stocks. But it didn't. So obviously that shit was priced in, which is maybe obvious. But what surprised me a little bit was on that news that same day, Bitcoin was up, you know. And this is something that I think if you say it's tied heavily to Bitcoin, that's an understatement. This is like the guy has been investing in Bitcoin like crazy. So Bitcoin has a lot to do with the MicroStrategy. Unfortunately, it didn't move the right direction and I got stopped out. And now it saved me because it's far below where I bought it. Not far below, but you know, I only got... This was a break even for me. And I bought before that news and all that stuff, but still just didn't work out on this one. And what did Bitcoin do today? I didn't see it. Where are you, Bitcoin there? Oh, so Bitcoin got below 100k again. Yeah, see. Maybe I will go green on this one. AI, yeah, big breakdown here, but still resting here on this level. So I will give it a little bit more time. Maybe it goes around, turn up again. Had some catalysts here, some earnings, some great volume. What's the news here? Fall after KeyBank downgrade. There's some downgrades on the stock. Was downgraded to underweight by KeyBank, citing subscription revenue growth concerns. JP Morgan raised its target following the downgrade, shares drop 15%. So yeah, that's just the analysts. They have a lot of power. Microvast Holdings. This one I was in today. This is one of the ones that I was in today. That had a little bit of volume, but didn't have enough. Didn't have enough at all. And I had a purchase order like just where it is now. I think I was at 149. And it got triggered, and then I got stopped out. But this still looks a bit interesting to me. It needs maybe another catalyst. Has some good earnings here, you know. First leg up, dries up, continues breaking out here, dries up a little bit, then this is a 30% move, so of course it's good, but I didn't want to purchase it before it come up here because I didn't see the volume. And I didn't think it would break above it, so I didn't think my purchase would be triggered, to be honest, and I just had it in for today. So yeah, I will keep it in the blue one, but maybe it was a bit stupid to go into it today. I should have checked the volume a little bit more. If you had like volume like this, it would be a different story, right? But it could be tomorrow. I'm gonna watch this tomorrow. So it's just good to get these lessons. Oh, hey David. Hey Redneck Johnny, how long do you look to hold any stock? Yeah, nice question, David. Preferably if I can get in and it goes my way, which is kind of the entire point with swing trading. You know, you need to find the momentum ones that sends the price up a little bit, so we have a little bit of room to play with straight away. I think the strategy right now and what I'm aiming for is to get in when I see some volume and big momentum moving, and to as quickly as I can. But this may change over the near future also, David, just so you know. But as quickly as I can, the aim is to sell off a few shares and then make the stop loss, put it up to a break-even point as quickly as I can, so that I know the trade is going to be profitable, especially for me that I need to pay fees and all that shit. I need to lock in some gains to make sure that even if I break even, the fees are, if I break even, the fees are making me lose money on the trade, you know? So that's my strategy. Like, I need to get into it, get some momentum, hopefully sell a little bit of profit, lock in the break even point with my stop loss. And then from there, the aim is to hold it like for 3, 4, 5 days. It needs to perform, of course, and that's why I'm talking with the follow through volume. It needs to come in, and that's where it's also a balance act with the stop loss at break even. Sometimes that may be the stupidest thing that I can do, because you get stopped out on the next day, for example, and then the day after that again it has another big move up, because that's how it works very often. So that's something I just need to check and play around with. But the holding period now, it's not a long-term hold, but I will say it will be important to trim a bit, and then I will keep some part of the position, and that small percentage I have left after taking some profits and make sure the trade is profitable, that can be in there for quite some time, David. But then what I will do is to try to see here which of the moving averages I can follow and try to use to determine when to trim and when to just stay in, even maybe when to buy more. So that's something that I will pay attention to. Then you can see on an example here, this touches the 10-day all the way here, you know, and just leans towards it, goes a little bit away from it, and then it comes dragging back to the 10-day. Then it dips below, and it doesn't touch fully the 20-day here, but it gets close, right? And then boom, a little bit up. So it's going to be interesting to see where this one is going after there. But okay, then you have an example that it's when it broke down the 10-day, and if this continues up tomorrow and next week, you have an example that, okay, this can actually break down below the 10-day, and briefly, it didn't quite touch it, right? But it was close to touching the 20-day here. So that maybe, if this continues to move up and it does the same again, maybe you shouldn't sell because it did it before, you know? So maybe you should say that, okay, the day it closes below the 20-day on this one, I will sell out the position completely because it hasn't done that already. But maybe you shouldn't then trim or sell out if it drops below the 10-day. So that's how I'm going to determine, David, when to sell and trim the position and take maybe out the entire position. But in terms of in the beginning, the whole point is to catch the momentum, right? So if you are in a trade like this one and it doesn't move, then it's a little bit contradictory, right? Because this is not a momentum stock anymore then, because it didn't move. So the whole point with this strategy is that you're gonna get that quick gain in the beginning, and then you can, at least that's my thinking right now, maybe you can, if you don't even take off some shares in the beginning, you can move your stop loss up to a break even point and see where it goes the next day. And then reassess. That's what I did with 2 of my stocks this week, and I got at the break even point, but I should probably have taken some profit. I had like 10%, 7%, but yeah, it was just too small for me. I wanted a bit more, but maybe that's the smart way to go about it. Like when you get close to 10%, take a little bit off, move the stop loss out to a break even, see where it goes from there. The trade will be profitable if you get stopped out at the break even point, but you took a little bit of profit at least. Yeah, thanks for the answer. Thank you, David. A nice question. And if you know more about this than me, correct me. Jump in with some commentary. I know a lot of people have different rules here with the stop loss and break even point, how long you're gonna hold it. I read a guy has been in some ticket for months, you know, but he has trimmed. So that's what I'm saying. You need to use the moving averages then, David, and trim accordingly to the pattern that you see. So what's interesting also that I've been looking a little bit at is to use the hourly chart, and then on the previous leg up, you know, which is this one, you can see it goes all the way up here. So that's 165% in just from 29 of November to 4 of December, which is a fantastic move. But then you can see like it bounces back, pulls towards the, now because I'm using the hourly, these are the exponential moving averages, just so you know about that. But then it gets connected to the 10-day here, and then it breaks it and it ends the day below the 20-day. And that's where I've started to learn, like that's the leg, and then it moves here under the 20-day the 20-day exponential moving average. And then I will you know, on the next leg up, I will use this as a reference. Like this happened the last time it went up. So then I will use this move and this indicator as a reference for this next coming move, which will be here one. And then I might, if I got in here, for example, on this candle here or here, where it breaks up above some of these points here, you know, and maybe we get in here somewhere then, and then let's say tomorrow it just continues and it just keeps going with the 10-day exponential moving average, and I'm in it. I'm going to just keep having it, and maybe I take some off, move the stop to a break-even point, but I will not sell the entire position until it breaks and close below the 20-day exponential moving average on the next leg up. So then I reference the last move to determine when I'm completely out of the next move. That's how I'm going to do it, I think, moving forward. And then you need to use the hourly chart, and I think that makes a lot of sense. And then if you use these highs here on the hourly chart, maybe now if this gets some news, it's already has broken out. Maybe you should wait till it breaks out on these highs up here, which will be maybe a little bit of a time till it does. But if you get some news, and again with the volume, it can move quick, right? And then, David, you just have to recognize what has the stock done previous in terms of the indicators and the moving averages and stuff like that. Where does it land? Where is it smart to sell out? Maybe we can see some similarities in the other move here, which is a little bit of a different move, right? Because it's a big gap up on earnings, great earnings, right? Big gap up, and then it pulls back, and it actually, I would say that this move is a bit different, and it ends here. So that broke down below the 10-day, and then the move was dead. It had lost the momentum. Look at the volume 2. And then just it touches actually the 20-day. No, is this the 65 days? This blue one, exponential moving average. And then nothing happens. It just goes sideways for quite a bit, and then comes up here again, and that's where we just talked about it, you know. So yeah, I think this stuff is so cool, but it's not easy. It can be easy when you talk about it like I'm doing now, and looking back in hindsight, everything is easy, right? but to execute when things are hot and things are a bit stressful and you are in the middle of things, that's the trick. And preparation then is key, and just also to recognize things, connect the dots quickly and recognize things. That's the edge, and that comes with experience. You need to put in the work here. There's no shortcuts. David or anyone else, if you have more questions, just bring them. And by the way, just please understand, I'm no expert here. I'm not trying to come across as an expert. I said it on last stream. I'm going to use these streams now to explain my thinking and my development into this. And if someone in the chat or someone watching or someone watches the replay or whatever, feel like I'm an idiot because I'm saying something wrong, I'm open to comments about it, because I want to learn. So if I'm clearly being an idiot, point it out. I'm used to it, so point it out to me and correct me so I can learn from what I didn't see. But the key factor so far of what I've learned is like volume. There's no need to even if the setup is good. You know, I downgraded one ticker here because of the low volume, right? Can't even remember which one it was now. Was it not or maybe I took it to orange even. Was it this one? I think it was this one. Like, okay, this setup looks pretty alright, right? You have a first leg up, maybe even if you take this as a first leg a little bit sideways, and then on earnings it goes up a lot. Probably some guidance or something like that. That is good. Then a consolidation phase that lasts a bit long. But the volume doesn't really dries up. The candles are not getting super tight, maybe here, but then nothing happened. And this is my whole point. Look at the average volume. It's so low. So even on big volume, this has like almost 3 million. And also, you know, in my screeners and stuff, I put the dollar volume, which is also very important to screen by. So that's in my filters. But this doesn't have this setups. Some people can look at this setup and think, okay, this maybe something is happening here, and maybe it will. Maybe what I'm saying now is gonna turn out to be completely wrong, but no, I want the big volume. I want to be in the ones that have the massive volume. All right, let's quickly go to the green one. These are like the tier 2 ones. And interesting here, right? Tighter candles, and then it looks like it's gonna break up here, and it just doesn't do it. And the next day has a little bit more same volume, a bit over the average, but then a break down here, and let's see where it goes now. Warner Brothers, I was in Warner Brothers, I got stopped out, minus 3%. I think this one was a loss for me. And then you see it just takes out these moving averages. So I downgraded in my system here to tier 2, the green ones. I was in it on this day, which looks promising. Here we have the volume, 88 million. It has earnings. This I like the news. Huge company, right? 25 billion market cap. Huge company. Everyone knows them. Warner Brothers. The business is going through a transformation. It looks promising. They're making a lot of changes that they are very happy with. And then this volume came in. on the day. I got in a bit late. I should have kept it on my... I didn't have it in my list at the time. I found it through my screens. So I got in a bit late and got stopped out, like I think here or something. But yeah, it just reversed. It didn't happen. But it looked good, right? Even on the weekly. This is interesting, right? Is right here. Right here. Couldn't push through it. It did not push through this. But this is kind of what you want. If this continues up, of course. A little bit what you want on a weekly chart. Like a big downtrend. And then, okay, are we turning, are we turning around? Are we going to participate in the upside again? And of course, if it does break this point, the next one is... What will you say? Around here? Around here, maybe? And then here? Where are we going after there? And that's a big position up from today's one, but yeah, all these drawings at this point, right? Nothing substantial because it turned around and broke down. Highlighted by Bank of America Securities for its recent action that may represent a pivotal moment in media industry. Potential attractive partner for Comcast SpinCo. That's 1 hour ago. Oh no. Yeah, look. The action coincides with a major reorganization of the business meant to solve problems in the changing media scene. That's what I'm talking about. They have a plan. A lot of news now, though. What did it do in aftermarket? Nothing. So yeah, that's what I'm saying. Like, there's a lot of news that are like supporting this move, but I got stopped out, so I'm gonna keep it as a green for now. If it turns around, cool. Then I know it. I think Dane tried to trade this as well. To trade this as well. BBAR. This is a Argentinian name. I think I had this in the green one because I added it when it broke through here, right? But once again, low average volume. So this changed, right? Something I learn every day. So things change. So I'm gonna downgrade it just simply because of the volume. We did MicroStrategy up there, right? Wow, this looks ugly now. XGN. This is why I added it here, right? Broke up through here. And look, we are in a little bit of new territory. But then now it's resting on the 20-day. Yeah, I would be a bit careful. I will put this as a yellow one. And by the way, even if I put it a yellow one, doesn't mean that it's all over and all that stuff. This can bounce back tomorrow, and I'm gonna put it at blue one. So in the top tier. So that has nothing. It's just like to organize in terms of when things open. I have categorized things from the previous day, and I know where to look for things. So things will change daily in this system that I have now. CRK. Just like some analysts have upgraded it. I don't see much. I will keep it a green. DBVT, this looks ugly. Oh, I must have added this here, right? Small stock. Look at the volume it had here, 5 million, and the average daily volume is 300k. so that's what I'm saying. And then you get the move up, and it looks like it's gonna been going sideways and a little bit tighter candles here after a move up and positive earnings ahead of that. It doesn't look particularly good though, but then you see this, boom, and the stock goes up, but it didn't follow through, and now it looks ugly. I'm gonna probably downgrade this to the bottom that I have here. Oh, hey, Value. Just caught up on stream. Good to hear the numbers you get are the same. I'll double check on EMA configuration. Yeah, they are identical. There's no problems with the numbers, and also the lines in the simple moving averages are no problem. They overlap, and you even added 1-200 line or something that I don't have. So that's why I said I might start to use your script, because I liked it. They had all the things that I'm looking for also, and then you save the amount of indicators. So great work on that. But it was on the exponential moving averages that I saw a little bit on top on, and I think it's because you used the 9 days and I used the 10 day on the exponential moving average. But I mean, like, what, you know, for you and me, does it really matter? It was good enough, I think. CRDO. Yeah, I'm gonna keep this. Has a catalyst here, some positive earnings, big gap up, moving sideways a bit. I want it to move sideways even more. Yeah, I'm just gonna keep it there. And by the way, if anyone watching knows some of these tickers or sees something different in the charts that I do, shout out, so I will. We can talk about it, like point out something that I might be missing, and we will see, you know. Holy shit, been doing it for 1 hour and 20 minutes already. Wow, I kind of have to go soon, I think. But it's good. We're looking at the charts, right? Doku. Gap up, sideways, tight candle here today. Doku inside the solid shares. Wouldn't you do the same? Look at this, positive earnings all year. The stock has gone. If you are an insider, you get a double on your shares. If I don't know when these people bought. Long time ago, it seems like. I mean, if they have held for more than 2 years or whatever, maybe they get it as a compensation stuff. And what was the name? Jeffrey. They probably get it as a compensation pack, right? Package, I mean. I saw the report from Iceberg that QUBT might be a scam. Yeah, that's a thing though, Value, in these stuff. When we look at these, like, some of the companies are shit. They are like, they are shit. They are not good companies, and that's one thing that is completely different from the deep value style that we have done. Like, we wouldn't touch it, you know. But the chart screams like the momentum is here. You want to participate or no? and you can discuss like the ethical side of things and stuff if you know things are scam. But of course, for me, it changes a bit if I know it's a shit comp. I didn't know that. I didn't know that value. Just so to be clear. But I have seen other streamers who do swing trading, and they are aware that they say straight away this is a shit company. And of course, if you know that, you would probably stay away from it, right? Because you don't want to be tricked. But I didn't know it, and that ticker that you mentioned, it was QUBT. Look at it. If you bought the breakout here, and let's say you were smart and you sold here, that's a double. I mean, a 200% since this week. Would you take it or no? David, what makes you say this company is bad even if it has good momentum? Who are some of the other channels you recommend watching to learn ropes? Yeah, good questions, David. The first one, what makes you say this company is bad even if it has good momentum? Like I said, I wasn't aware of this potentially being a scam. But in TradingView, you can read the news here, and I have Seeking Alpha, and this is what I do off the stream a lot. I go and read the news, and the comments, and you can quickly see if people are talking shit about it or not, and then you just need to form your own opinion. So even if you do the swing trading and we are based a lot now in TradingView and watching the charts and stuff, I still need to read the news. I still need to check out the companies and what they are doing, and I bet that's what Value have done. Maybe you can find something on Twitter. Here, I don't think people realize how non-existent their business is. And then he has pulled up the fundamentals here, and yeah, but it's a sector that is completely hot at the moment. Everything in quantum space now has been amazing. Today, of course, look at these red numbers, a big pullback for them. But if you were experienced and you sold out yesterday, that's an amazing trade. And maybe the business is there's a big difference, right, to be a scam company and just a bad company with poor fundamentals. A bad company with poor fundamentals can still have momentum, and it's not like a scam. A scam is when you try to trick people, right? So things can be hot even if it has poor fundamentals, because it can be hot because of the potential future growth, the potential trends. Quantum computing is now a trend, like other things has been this year also, like nuclear, uranium, artificial intelligence, EVs to a certain extent, Bitcoin, cryptos. Like these are all, like, how many of these coins in cryptocurrency are just air, but you can make money on them. But it's like some companies are still good. Just bad companies is something very completely different than a scam company, in my opinion, at least. I think people will agree with that. Value saying, yeah, Google for Iceberg Research, QBT, and the Phantom Foundry. They're not really in the quantum space. Their apparent foundry factory is just an office block. Yeah. Okay, I see. That's actually a scam company then. They changed their business 3 times since 2022. At one point, they were an AI company. So maybe they are just playing on the big trends. Then Value sounds like, and it's a Chinese one, isn't it? Which if you look at some of the previous streams to Dane and myself here on the channel, we have talked a lot about the foreign risk. I'm not sure if these are foreign. No, it's based in New Jersey. All right. Yeah. So I think the best, well, if you catch one of these, it's gonna be amazing results, right? If you do it right. Um, but I think the best results, which is also something Kulamagi says, is when the fundamental matches up with the chart and the setups and the volume comes in. Those are the absolute best winners. So Valley was saying like Google iceberg. I will actually do it here. Here's the one Value is talking about. Might not read through it now, but just to reference it, you can read it on your own. I will read it, Value. Just I'm not sure if I'm gonna do it now on the stream. I have to leave anyway soon. The time is so annoying these days. I have no time. Yeah, but good stuff, good stuff. You still need to do this research, but I mean, like, this is what I open with. Like, if you're done the preparations before, you need to make a decision. And if you know that this is a scam company, but you still see this amazing type of volume, and you see like this, I'm gonna participate in this. That's up to you. You know, if you make that decision, just be careful though, because a scam is still a scam, even if it has momentum. You get some quotes when you follow the laughing stock. You get some, and even better, if you follow the laughing stock Discord, there's some actual Value. I'm sure Value will agree with me. There's some wisdom. There's some serious quotes in the Discord channel that will improve you as a human being. So I think that section alone is worth jumping into the Discord. David also asked, like, who are some of the other channels you recommend watching to learn the ropes? I will be 100% honest now, and as there's a couple that I don't know the name. I know the name, of course, but I don't remember the name because I've just bookmarked them. And I bookmarked them in my other browser, so I'm not sure. Let me check. But I know Dr. Stockby on YouTube, Kulamagi. He doesn't have the streams, but there are other channels that have like captures his streams and stuff like that. So you can just search for Kulamagi. You have also people who are like, how do you say it? Like they pack a lot of his content into 1 hour contents and all the best lessons and stuff like that. What I will say about a lot of these, though, and actually a lot of these are, for me, they haven't. For me, a lot of these people are not the best ones, or they don't bother. I don't know the reason behind it, but they're maybe not the best ones to explain what they see, and maybe more importantly, why they don't like stuff. So it's more of a skill you need to have to watch it and see what they are doing more than to listen to what they say. They, of course, you should listen to what they say, but I think some of the explanations are a little bit too simple. I would want to understand more, and maybe it's just better to take notes of what you see them doing. I also have registered that a lot of them, when they get asked the same questions 2 times just over a time period, the answer is completely different. So it's a bit hard. You get a bit confused. So I think it's just better to watch them, take notes, and then implement it and adapt to your own personality and style. and read books, and read around also on forums. I know a lot of people say that stay away from Discord channels and forums and stuff like that, and Twitter. But if you find the right people, you can find some value there, and that's what you're asking for, David. Stockby, Dr. Mansi on YouTube. Kulamagi has said, I'm also in the Kulamagi Discord channel. There's a lot of noise there, but also there's some streamers on Twitch that I have been starting to watch. Just hold on, I will pull some of them up. I have them in my other browser. There's one called Who's Agent on Twitch. That's one I've been watching. And there's a guy called LPO on YouTube. He has just one video, but I watched that one. And I think he will make more videos in the future. So yeah, David, I think those are the ones. And I've been ordering some book, like the O'Neill book. I'm gonna read through that. I haven't done it, which is like the Can Slim thing. And Minervi, is that his name? Mark Minervi. I'm gonna get one of his books for Christmas. I'm gonna read through that. I'm reading now the Market Wizard book, which is good for some things, but a lot of them are not going into depths of what they're actually doing. You know, it's more like a proof that this works, and they have traders that does heaps of different strategies. Yeah, but I like them. Also, like how I made $2 million in the stock market is great, I think. We have listed all this, David. I'm not sure if you are in the Discord, but we have listed like podcasts, YouTube channels, and books. So and we keep updating them. And then of course you have some Twitter accounts. Let me pull up some Twitter accounts that I who the hell are who am I following? This I haven't followed these people for a long time, so but just if you go to who I'm following, just start to follow some of these people. I think this one, day trader turned swing trader. Here's Dr. Mansi, the woman I talked about. Jeppes from Finland. He had a bit of a different style, but they turned more to a swing trading. People Wish. This guy. This is the author, you know, with the Market Wizard. Yeah, just start to follow someone. A lot of people talk shit about Twitter and that you shouldn't follow them, but you can find some good people there, I think, and some good people to follow. Not that they give away like the best type of information, but you get some pieces here and you get some pieces there, and you adapt it to your own style. So yeah, I hope that answered your question, David. Oh, I should probably go now. I'm it's a bit late here. I didn't get to do I didn't get to do exactly everything I wanted, but I got to clean up a little bit in the lists. And my plan was to go through a little bit more tickers and continue to, you know, adjust the list. And maybe I was hoping that I could add some commentary and stuff to the charts. But it's all good. We have the time we have. Thanks to everyone who tuned in. Some good questions today that made me, you know, I love when you guys have questions. And I'm not sure. I think which date is tomorrow? 20. I think we will do a stream this weekend, but I haven't spoken about that with Dane. But just watch out. Maybe we'll we have been able to stream for some weekends now in a row. So yeah, we will try at least. Yeah, I think I have to cut it there, guys. Thanks for everyone who tuned in. And the week, to summarize, the week has been poor investing wise, but I've had my first break evens and my first profit this week, so it hasn't been all bad. But I messed up big time today chasing this stupid name. This one. Big mistake. But it is. That's how it is. And by the way, I'm documenting everything. I'm taking notes. I'm writing down what I see when I enter the trade and my lessons when I exit it. So I'm trying to document it. And not that maybe is gonna like make me super successful, but it's just a good way to discover some things that you probably shouldn't do. And I'm trying to be 100% honest with my commentary there about myself. So yeah, I think I want to continue to do that. Hopefully, when the new year starts, I will start to. I need to build a sheet with my portfolio and all that stuff. But yeah, one thing at a time. All right then. Hope we will see you on the weekend. I hope everyone has a good week. And if I don't see you guys, Dave and Value and everyone before Christmas, I hope you will enjoy your Christmas holiday and you know, that you're gonna enjoy with your families and everything like that. So hopefully I will see you before that though. But just in case, enjoy. Yeah, Merry Christmas. Have a nice holiday to everyone. Thanks again for tuning in. Bye bye.